So in the second video for this unit, what we're going to do is we're going to write another user-controlled program, but this time it's going to work a little bit differently. So last time we asked the user at first, what's the lowest, what's the highest, and then the loop ran. What this program is going to do is the user is going to be able to keep using the program until they decide they're done. So essentially what this program will do is it'll ask them to enter in a value, and then it'll say, would you like to enter in another value? Would you like to enter in another value? Would you like to enter in another value? And it'll keep going until the user decides that they're done. So that's what this program is going to do. They're just going to enter in yes or no, and they'll keep going until they enter in no and the user wants to be done. So if you can go into Python, open up a new file, we'll do File, Save As, and then inside Unit 4, it's going to be another Unit 4, Lesson 2, but this one is going to be sum until user chooses to quit. So at the very top, Unit 4, Lesson 2, put B in there if you want. Add sum until user chooses to quit. Okay, so welcome message to start. This program will calculate the sum of a set of numbers. And it can calculate the set of any number of numbers. You get to decide. So to start, I'm just going to have this be number. It's going to hold the value that the user is currently entered in. So I'm going to say, okay, please enter in your first number. I'm going to have it enter in the first number, and then from there, my sum is going to be, can be 0 to start, that's fine, but I'm going to just start it as 0 plus my number because my sum needs to include the first number that they've entered. So essentially, this gets the first number, and this sum value here starts tracking the sum by adding the first number to 0. So that's what we do to start. Then we'll ask them if they would like to quit, or if they'd like to enter in another number. So maybe we call this yes or no. And we'll say input, and we want them to enter in a string for this of yes or no. Would you like to enter in another number? I'm going to say comment here that says asks the user if they want to enter another number. And this is where our while loop comes in. So we'll do while yes or no is equal to yes. I'm going to do a complex Boolean in here because I think they might enter in a capital one, and that might confuse my program a little bit. So I'm going to say while this yes or no value is equal to a lowercase yes or an uppercase yes, I want this program to continue. And essentially what's going to happen is I'm just going to reprompt them and say, okay, give me another number then. And you can use a different number if you'd like. I'm going to use the same one because I already added that to my sum. So I'm going to say, please enter in your next number. And I'm going to write this in a way so that they could use it multiple times. And next number just means your next number. So this gets the next number. And then once I get the next number, I'm going to do sum equals itself, what it's currently equal to, plus that number. And then I'm going to, so this, sorry, adds the new number to sum. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask them yes or no this same question again. Would you like to enter in another number? So this is just re-asking them that question. So what's going to happen here is it's going to get another number, add it to the sum, ask them that question again. If they say yes, keep going. And it's going to do this and keep adding to the sum until the user chooses to quit. Then at the very, very end, I'll do a closing statement here. What I'm going to do at the very end is print the sum of all entered numbers is, and then print my sum to the screen. Just got to make sure I end application. There we go. Now we're going to run through. Please enter in your first number. So I'm going to enter in, we'll say 10. Would you like to enter in another number? Yes. We'll do maybe 15. Yes. It got mad at me here. Not 100% sure why. It says yes or no. So here, good, look, it caught my error in my program. So I need to have that lowercase o there. And maybe I should add a comment in here too. If user says yes, the program runs the loop. Okay, so now let's retry this one more time. Please enter in your first number, 10. Yes, I want to enter another. 15. Yes, I want to enter another. 20. Yes, I want to enter a number. 30. No, I'm done. And then it tells you the sum of all your numbers. And if I check this, 30 plus 50, or 20, that's 50, plus 15, that's 65, plus 10, that's 75. And then what I could do is I could run this with a different set of numbers. Say I only wanted to enter in 10 and 15. I know that's a total of 25. I say no here. It's then telling me my sum is 25. So notice that it adapts to however many times I want to enter in a number. So this is where while loops are great. You might not know how many times they're going to run, but you can use a while loop in your program and reuse that code multiple times until the user chooses to be done.